But we start with some significant breaking transfer news from Chelsea, who have now signed forward Joao Pedro from Brighton in a deal worth up to £60 million. The 23-year-old has agreed a 7-year contract with Chelsea after flying out to the USA for his medical. He joins up with his new Chelsea teammates for the Club World Cup. He will be available to play. Their next match is against Palmeiras in the quarterfinals on Saturday, in the early hours of Saturday. So he could even feature in that. Newcastle had also tried to sign Pedro. They saw a £50 million bid knocked back because he always wanted to join Chelsea. The Brazil international's transfer takes Chelsea's spend on Brighton players, would you believe it or not, to £260 million since 2022. He follows former Brighton players Marc Cucurella, Robert Sanchez and Moises Caicedo in making the move to West London. He will be available, as I mentioned there, for the Club World Cup. We've got some news from Brighton as well here, because Fabian Herzler, the head coach, has said this is a good move for all parties. It's an excellent deal for the club and a good return on a significant investment in an area of the pitch where we have a lot of competition and already well served in terms of our attacking talent. It's also an exciting move for Joao. Gives him the opportunity to play in Champions League football this coming season, and he will, of course, be keen to cement his position in the Brazil team ahead of the World Cup next summer. Joao has given us some wonderful moments during my time and before I came to the club. So on behalf of everyone, I would like to thank him for his service over the past 2 seasons, and we wish him the best for the future. So big news. Joao Pedro has been signed by Chelsea in a deal worth up to £60 million. And actually, it's on an 8-year contract. So Joao Pedro, that is done. He is going to Stamford Bridge and he's out in America, ready to play in the Club World Cup for his new club, which is Chelsea.
Well, how does it feel to finally join the club?
I think it was a good time to meet them. Miami, similar to Brazil. Yeah. I was talking with Andre from Instagram, asked about the guys, about the club, and he said good things about the team. So it's good to join.
Good. So that made things easier settling in.
For sure. When you join one club and you know one of the players, make easy for sure.
So what made you think Chelsea was the right next step for you?
I think because of the history. I think people in Brazil watch the games. I was one of the youngs who watched Chelsea. Had brilliant players in the past, have brilliant players now. So because it is a big club, I think that's why I chose to join to Chelsea.
So did you grow up watching Chelsea? Because, you know,
I grew up watching Premier League and Chelsea, of course, because it's a big club.
We've had David Luiz, Thiago Silva,
Willian,
Ramirez. Yeah, of course. Have you spoken to any of them?
No, I'm close a little bit to David Luiz. I spoke with him, not about Chelsea, but about my career, how I can develop it better, and he helped me, you know.
For those who haven't seen you play, what type of qualities would you say you're going to bring to Chelsea?
I think I'm very technical. I love to score. And when I was young, I played in midfield as well, so I can give a pass to my teammates. So I think, let's say quality, technical player. Let's say I'm this kind of player.
Nice. So you've joined as we prepare for a quarterfinal in the Club World Cup. You don't have to wait around for pre-season. How different does that make things?
I think you have to be more ready, because now if you lose the game, it's done. You are kicked out to the tournament.
So, you know, our next game, we play against Palmeiras. You grew up in Brazil. You played for Fluminense. So what does this game mean to you?
I think it's good to play against one team from your country. I know some of the players from Palmeiras. And I think it will be a great game. Both teams want to go through. And let's see what happens.
So you spent a while in the Premier League now, and you've played in Europe. So you have experience. How important is that experience to you? And have you matured as a player and a person?
Yeah, of course. I think when you spend like long time in one league, this is make easy for the player to understand. For example, for myself, when I moved from my ex-club to now to Chelsea, make easy because he is in the same league, but different players. But I think if I train together with them, when I start to train with them, you'll be good, and in the league will be more easy because I play already.
And lastly, what do you hope to achieve at Chelsea?
When you join to Chelsea, you only can think one thing is to win titles. Every tournament you have to join to think I play for Chelsea. You need to win titles. That's what I think. That's what is my ambitions, to win title with Chelsea.
Yeah, it's a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. No, it was my pleasure. Man. Thank you.
This is SportLab, smart football stories for sharp minds. Chelsea's summer rebuild continues, and Joao Pedro is the latest piece in the puzzle. The Brazilian forward arrives from Brighton in a deal worth up to £60 million, signing a 7-year contract as the Blues double down on youth and versatility. Joao Pedro is officially a Chelsea player. The 23-year-old has flown out to the United States to link up with Enzo Maresca's squad ahead of their Club World Cup quarter-final clash against Palmeiras in Philadelphia. Pedro is eligible to play, and could make his debut as early as Saturday, with FIFA rules allowing clubs to register new signings during the June 27 to July 3 window. It could mean a trophy within weeks of arriving. A product of Watford's scouting pipeline, Pedro was sold to Brighton for £35 million just last year. Now, after 30 goals in 70 appearances, he's earned another big move, and Watford are set to benefit, receiving 20% of the profit from Brighton, thanks to a savvy sell-on clause. For Chelsea, this is a bet on potential. Pedro's flexibility across the front line makes him a key tactical asset. A capable number 9, but equally effective out wide, he fits Maresca's preference for intelligent movement and multifunctional attackers. Pedro's ambition is clear. When you join Chelsea, you can only think one thing: to win trophies. From Vicarage Road to Stamford Bridge via the South Coast, Joao Pedro's rise continues. A Club World Cup debut looms, and Chelsea's faith in potential is once again on full display. Keep it SportLab for more stories behind the signing.